What is up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another video here at Godspeed ZRZ. So today we are doing something different. So I'm not going to show you yet, but I'm already done. I already got done doing all the work. We don't have any of that anymore. And guess what? The best part? It was 100% free. Well, I'm still dressed like a hobo and I want to show you guys what I'm doing. So we're going to crawl underneath the Jeep. We're going to see what it'll sound like straight pipe, see if it's a viable option for this vehicle. I did straight pipe a 6.4 Power Wagon in the past. It was way too loud. It was stupid. The main reason for this, really, it all got started because the exhaust tips are crooked. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm going to just take it all off. But anyway, I wasn't even going to show you guys, but I got halfway started and I was like, oh, they want to see it. So here it is. So we'll crawl under it and I'll show you guys what I'm actually doing. That way you know exactly how to do it to yours. And this is how I usually do all the Wranglers. They're always broken up into good sections. Right here, we're right past the transfer case and of course right where the rear drive shaft starts. And you can see both catalytic converters right there, or you can see one catalytic converter right there. The other one will be right up there. But we have true duals all the way back. And you guys can see right here, there's 2 bolts, 2 clamps holding these on. I've already loosened them up. You have a hanger right there and your mid-muffler resonator. And then you got some twisty pipes and they connect back into your muffler right there. So I'm still gonna leave the suitcase on the back for now because I'm still driving this thing. I'm still driving this thing quite a bit. And I put a little child in there, so I don't want it to be too loud, but I want you guys to know how loud it can be. So here we go. I'm gonna unbolt all this. I'll yank it out and I'll pull it out so you can hear it. All right, guys, so that took way longer than it should have, literally like 3 hours in. And we all know how the exhaust work goes. It's just separating the pieces. I mean, whenever you're doing it by yourself, it sucks. Anyway, I got a little bit carried away, so it took me longer, but fit and finish, final product, should have been OEM. So you guys know, hold on, I'll flip you around. So you guys all know already that my exhaust was turned down. You can see right here, it should have actually been down there. But regardless, I ended up taking the whole suitcase muffler off. I took both tips off and kind of made them work for now, right there. Now, it's a left and right. I need to get 2 coming out to the side, but for now, to make sure I'm not gonna melt anything. And I'm just gonna warn you guys, like this thing's gonna be stupid loud. Way louder than probably anything you're used to hearing. You guys will see. So I'm gonna put the camera about as far away as I can in the garage. I'll put it in the 3rd bay. That way you can get an idea, otherwise it'll just crackle way too loud. And this is the first start, and I haven't started it yet this morning. Here we go. Wrangler's gonna run. All right, guys, let's jump on in. So I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I always do this with my Mopar cars. So I call it the ground thumper, the Mopar penny pincher, whatever you wanna call it. Now, from the factory with most Mopar vehicles, you're gonna have a 3-piece design for your exhaust. So we got our mid pop right there, suitcase, dual mode muffler right there, and this is actually where the vacuum line feeds in for your valves. So we're done with all that, but as you can see right here, oh yeah, I actually use both of the tips that are 100% functional on the dual mode exhaust. Now these are the bigger tips, of course. This is right on the 3-inch pop, so absolutely perfect. But it is free. We're gonna change that later, but for today, it works perfect, guys. It's really stupid loud, guys. It's really loud. But anyway, I'll show it to you. You can make your own decision to see if that's something that you may be interested in. Like I said, it was 100% free, so I mean, and we didn't damage anything at any point, you can always just put it right back on. No big deal. And if you haven't already seen my other video, we got our camera mount right here to do while we've got our spare tire delete coming in the mail, and it'll be in soon enough, I guess. Here goes nothing, guys. Start up from the inside, probably the loudest Jeep you'll ever hear. Oh, that's it. Now, one thing I will say before we even take off, I've got the rear hatch open so you guys can hear it. Otherwise, it's just so like muffled and stuff in here, you can't even tell what's going on. This makes it a little bit more crisp, but just so you guys know, it is a true dual exhaust. So on my Power Wagon, if I'm remembering it right, I don't remember there being 2 catalytic converters on the Power Wagon. I could be wrong, obviously. I'm probably wrong, but I don't remember it. I do see 2 catalytic converters, obviously, on this one. But I think that may have suppressed the sound just by a hair, if any, which I just got rid of 2 like straight pop supercharged Jaguars. And I honestly think the XE, which I have a video of that as well, was louder than this. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'll get out to a real road here, guys, and we'll take it down the road and see what you think. Alright, guys, we're on a real road. I'm not even going to put it in Off-Road Plus, just so you get a fair chance to actually hear it. We'll drop down kind of like speed limit-ish. I don't even want to wait anymore. I'm just going to stomp it. Woo! That's it. That's it. Now, I will tell you guys, if you can't tell on camera, it is very, very loud. It is obnoxious to some people, and it drones very, very bad. It's not even, I don't even think it's drone at this point. It just resonates through the entire vehicle, and you feel the vibration throughout the entire thing like an old hot rod. I mean, it's exactly what I wanted, but if you like a little bit more of a tamed style, you probably should not do this. Before we get started here, I'd like to say a quick prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for the grace and favor you've shown me so far in my life. Thank you for pulling me through the trials and tribulations you've brought up to make me who I am. Keep my family safe, keep my dreams alive, and Lord, please just use my body as your vessel. In the Lord's gracious and heavenly name, amen. Now we can get going. If you guys didn't notice, I actually changed my Off-Road Plus mode a little bit. I'll let you select if you want to have the front camera turn on every time or Off-Road Plus, the page. So I put the front camera because I really don't care what it's doing whenever I press it. I know what it's doing. So that's pretty cool. So once the camera turns on, it stays on for a certain time. So it does let you exceed the speed limitations on that camera, at least initially. So that's a pretty cool feature. And just driving it normal here in Off-Road Plus, guys, you can definitely feel the rumble. You can feel it in your feet. You can feel it in your seat. It's exactly what I wanted. And don't forget, the best part is that it's free. It is free. And at any point in time, if you do it the same way I did, if you ever decide to put your quad exhaust back on, you can easily do it. It's even easier to put it back on than it is to take it off on these things. I aired down the tire pressure on this one. We're at 32 pounds all the way around, and they are rebalanced, so we should be good to go here, guys. We're going to turn up left on this hill. It's a great little road to take stuff that you're shooting on. We'll take it. There's a decent view at the top. Drop down the hill, turn back around, come back up, and we'll be good to go. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, you're probably going to fall off there, and I'll have to go POV, but we'll see. tow package off the Gladiator, you can tell a big difference. We'll say just putting the, which I didn't run 35s on my last Rubicon, or my last JL Rubicon. I did go straight to 38 1550s. So obviously a little bit of a weight difference, but this is a really heavy tire. You'd think that you'd feel it just the same. It feels really good. That's what I'm trying to say. The brakes are good. They're okay. They're fine. Gosh, let's get a couple downshifts. Do a little rip, grip, and slip. Here we go. And these paddles really are so slow. Look. Alright, upshift. Upshift. So slow. We need to get something for that. We need to make it fast. So slow. It really kills the fun of the paddles. Like, I would honestly rather just put it here because I'm used to those slow shifts down here. The same time you would consider putting your foot on the clutch to shift is the point you should shift in these Jeeps. And it's really not even a big deal. I mean, come on. It's a Wrangler. Let's get another rip. It took some time, so I didn't really start using the paddle shifters till about 1,000 miles, so I felt like we broke it in at least a little bit, and I wish I would have never used them. They're rough, man, but you can just shift down here and everything feels a little bit better. I think it is faster shifts down here too. It responds just a little bit quicker. I feel like Goon Squad. Dang, son. Alright, just put it in drive. I don't even know why we're driving like this. Let's just stomp it again, waste all the fuel. And that's only like a 30-mile-an-hour turn, so we should be perfectly fine with no hands. Let's see if we've got it. Nope. Just kidding. Well, one thing is for sure. It feels like you're gonna die. Every time you go around the curve, you pucker up a little bit and you just can't help it. I will say the Dana 44s, once you get the wide tracks from the JLs going from the JKs, if you guys haven't drove anything with wide tracks, or if you haven't drove the JL that switched the entire suspension setup, these handle different. They know better, but they're still not a sports car. I mean, come on. So once we put these 38 1550s on, it should be quite a bit better. It always just gives me that reassurance, a little bit more confidence, just because it's a wider track, and it'll have 20 by 12 negative 44s on as well. So we'll be sticking up. That's right about where my dad wrecked. Do a little U-ey right here. And now to test out the turning radius on this blind hill that we could definitely die on. Let's see if we can see that truck. Nope. Thing is about so ridiculous that I feel bad for hand cramp from trying to rip that exhaust off all day. Can barely hold my little SRT inspired steering wheel. The hatch for you so you can hear it like that too real quick. Probably won't be as exciting, but whatever, you guys probably care. Be right back. With the hatch closed, you guys get an idea of how it's going to sound if you're really driving it every day. Like I said, guys, it's pretty muffled whenever we're driving like this. That's why I wanted to open up the back. At least the wind creates some kind of noise on the phone where you can hear me a little bit better. I'll try to edit it out if I can. Hopefully this will be very, very clear. If not, it's going to be very, very bad. Tell me if any of y'all know that street sign. Dude, I got the same Jeep. We got the same Jeep, man. I was like, no way, man. Really? Are you serious? Like the same Jeep? Dude, we got the same Jeep. Walk over there and look at it. 2.0 liter turbo. I was like, are you? But most people really don't know. And that's one of the craziest things. I work in the car business. And still yet, even some of the people I work with don't even know what it is. Like, what the heck? How do you not know what this thing is? That's a big old horse. Holy cow. You guys didn't know, I'll blur it out of this tag. That was there's that beautiful view you always see. Woo! Whoa, a little slide action there. Rip, grip, and slip. Oh, we gotta hear this. So dark. Like I've got, you know, I run 5%, 15%, whatever. But like their tent is so dark. Like, what are you hiding? What are you hiding? How is this not dark enough? I do not get it. How do you see out here? There's no way you can see, right? Uh-oh, there's the police. And we'll put it back here in normal. We'll drive it kind of easy here too, so you can get a little bit of an idea of how it is normal. What the? It's still really loud, I guess. This is just cruising at 50. I can take my foot off of it, but I mean, I'll slow down. This is cruise set at 50 miles an hour. Say we'll probably not. If you haven't already, comment, subscribe, hit the like button. Until next time.